And we're up. Welcome, everyone. I am Ron. This is Functional Fitness Thursday morning. It is time to get started. Hands right here. We're going to start out with just a little warm up. Roll the shoulders forward, not the chin to the chest. Feel the stretch through the back. A little bit of a bend here. This may look like a cat-cow exercise. Yeah, it is. And bring the hands up overhead nice and slow. Opening up the chest as you do. Feel the stretch all the way up the arms. After this, we're going to do a little movement balancey stuff. And then back down, getting into that cat again, rolling the shoulders down toward the floor. Push the back up so you can feel a stretch all the way up the spine. And then roll up underneath, arms back up on top. We're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to go into a little bit more of a squat. So start taking it down as you come down, knees over the shoes, not going past the toes, and then roll the shoulders toward the floor and push the back up, spine toward the ceiling, roll underneath, bring it up. One more time of those. Getting the back ready for this morning. And then we're going to do some strength after that and a little cardio, and we'll get on the floor. Full program set up. One more time. Bring it up and back. Legs up, opposite arm, opposite leg. I threw the march in after the stretch. Big changes on Thursday morning, huh? Up and up. You never know what's going to happen here. Bring up that knee and the arm. Everything stays pointed right straight forward. Like that. Bring it up just a little bit higher with each one, a little bit slower so you can start working on the balance, as well as warming up the lower body, the hips, the knees, the ankles. And up and down. Up is as up as you can go. It's your up, not my up. Your wherever that is. All right. Heel out, tap. And tap, arms go with it, opposite arm with the foot as it pops out. Remember, you're just coming down on the stance leg, heel taps, arm goes out, everything comes back in again, and you're there. So you're not reaching out, you're not walking forward with that heel dig. It is, hold on, opposite arm, opposite leg. It's step out with the single leg, and you stay right over hips, over knees, over ankles. Weight is in the heels, not in the toes. Out, 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 and just a step touch out and back in, actually, like this. Like that we're going to do instead. Up and across. Just get used to that back and forth. Make sure you're bringing the heel up first, then the ball of the foot. Tap the toe. Doesn't have to be a wide march. It just needs to bring that leg up. Get the hip flexors picking that leg up so that when you walk, you can lift that leg. Or if you want to go skipping, you'll be able to. If you do a lot of skipping, you should. If you don't, get into it. Up and up, same thing, but this time crossover, tap like that. So let's try this again. There, like that, in, step, cross, back, got it. Pick up, tap across, in, over. So picking that leg up, coming right over that, had to look down and make sure I was doing it. Picking the leg up, make sure that the foot is going over the other foot instead of going around it. And step back, and you're there. Back into just this march. We're going to go with a heel or a knee up, hand on the knee. Yes, rolling the shoulders we are. That's the important piece. Bringing that leg up and tapping with the shoulders rotating, not just reaching across. The entire shoulder girdle just making its way around, staying in a straight line. And just those taps up there. And a couple more. Bring it up. One more each side. And heels up. Stretching out the quadriceps, stretching out the hip flexors a little bit. Bringing it up. Don't do a big wide out and out, shifting weight, throwing your body out of order. Keep yourself in alignment right here, over the hips, over the feet, up and up. What you're going to add to that is leg up, push out. So up and out. Take that back leg, that up leg, the foot back, push, using the muscles in the glutes to pull it out, stretching out the muscles in the front of the leg, out, in. Try to do this as two separate moves, not just pushing it back, but actually lift, kick, in and down. Working on that balance part of it. Cross and back. Take the arms out to the side, roll the shoulder blades back as you do that. So heel up, knee goes back, shoulders go back. Up and out. Shoulders and leg go back together. And exhale too while you're doing that. All we're doing, we're tightening up the core when we do that, keeping us balanced on that single leg. Coordination thing here. Back and back and whew. High knee up and across like that. Staying balanced as you do it. I had to stop there. I was getting my foot balanced. Across and across. Arm up. Across, bringing that elbow down, bringing the knee up and over, not turning the hips. Go slow. Try to stay in that up position just for a second on that single leg. And pull it down. And one more each side. One over here, one over here. 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, and then kick on the 4th one. Going back, 2, 3, over, 1, 2, 3, and kick. So you go at your pace on this one. And you may be on that kick out. You may be tapping the toe. All right. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do to feel safe, that you don't feel like you're going to tip over. Perfect. Because you don't want to get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt. You don't want to get hurt. Nobody wants to get hurt. Kick, bring it back. Do this a little different. This time kick out to the side. So 1, 2, 3, over the top and across. 1, 2, 3. A lot of picking that leg up, moving sideways, making sure you don't trip over the feet as you bring that leg across, kicking the other foot. 3, and over. 1, 2, 3. This one's hard. 1, 2, 3. Kick, back, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Tap. 1, 2, 3. And I said tap. That's something you can do as well. You don't have to kick. You can tap the toe over and bring it back again, but make sure you're not turning the hips as you do this. Back. And 1, 2, 3. Are we done doing this, don't you think? Yeah. Yeah, we are. Into a squat. Right here, butt back, knees over the laces of the shoes, shoulder blades back, chest out. Just get this for a second. Push up through the heels, bring the butt underneath. So what you really want to make sure of, and this is super important here, is when you're down in that squat position, if you just leave your weight forward and push up here, you're going to feel it in the knees. You're going to start leaning forward. All of your weight is out that way. If you're getting up out of a chair, you don't want to get up pushing forward. What you want is that butt to come underneath, hips rolling, knees coming forward a little bit, but at the same time, pushing down into the heels, squeezing to come up. So you want to go down. Squats are an important exercise. A lot of people have problems with it because of their knees, but it's a great knee strengthener as well. Keeping the knees apart, that same distance all the way down. Roll the hips and push up through the heels. Get the weight into the back. It's really important. Down and up. Okay, we got that part down. Now we'll add to it. Going down into a squat, 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. This does a great job of working the quadriceps. You're hitting these thighs just hard, keeping them contracted all the way across. You're down and moving sideways at the same time. Keep the shoulder blades back. Don't let yourself bend forward. You should be looking out in front of you. 3, 4, and up. Back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back the other way so I can get where I started. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Back down in that squat. Stay wide. and just side to side, small movements. So we do this in a hip hinge all the time, keeping one leg straight, one leg gets bent. We're going to do this with both legs bent this time and just squat down into it and up. Little lean over that single leg and up. But you want to keep the shoulders straight, both knees bent. Just another way you can do picking something up is that nice lift using the back, the legs, and the arms. So I say, don't lift with the back, lift with the arms. Thing is, it's your whole body. When you're lifting, it's those hips underneath. It's pushing up through the legs. It's using the lower back, bringing everything up to standing. Out and out. It's not using any one part of your body only. Nothing works that way. Down, down, and up. Reverse lunges we do. Back and up. Step back. Take this at your pace. Here's where we're going to go with this. Stepping back right down here into a split squat. We're going to do that 3 times. 2, 3. On the 4th one, come forward, go to the other side. And back. 1. Squeeze the muscles in the back chain. Hamstrings, glutes on the back leg. 3 and 4. You don't have to go deep on this one. You just need to squeeze those muscles. Stay low. 2, 3. Push through that front leg. Back. 1. So we're doing a split squat here, and then we go into a forward lunge. Up. Reverse. 1, 2. Keep these muscles squeezed the whole time. 3. And up. Don't release them. Up. Heel goes down, but you're keeping these muscles in the back chain engaged the entire time. On 3, or on 4 this time. 2. We're going to bring that knee up. 3, 4, knee up, and then back down. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Push up. So you're really working on that lunge, using that front leg, pushing through the heels. 3, to bring that knee up and hold your balance. 1, 2, 3. Kick up and back down. 1, 2, 3. Up here and down. Go back into that stagger step. Arms out front. We're just going to do knee up, hands down, coming in at a diagonal. Arms out, push out, roll the hands, bring them in, make fists. Squeeze those muscles in the upper back to pull the shoulders. Shoulder blades come back to pull the elbows and arms back. Out. So we're doing more balance here, more strength by staying on that single leg. If you want to take it into a cardio, then you just do it faster. And pick it up. I'm done doing that faster cardio thing. Let's go to the other side. Up. Knee up. Extend. Contract. Get the core involved. Exhale. Keeping those shoulder blades back as you do it. Making sure you're staying neutral. Back of the head to the tailbone. It's a hip hinge. Out and in. Squeeze it. You want to go fast? You can do that too. I'm not. But you can. You can. All right. Next. What are we doing next? Side kicks. Up, out, and in. I do that exhale on everyone because I like to get that core tight. Keeps me balanced as I do it instead of this. Leaning way out to the side. I want to try to work the core, single leg, weight going out, plus warming up the hips. Feel the muscles working on the outside, medial glutes, middle of the butt. Whoops, hang on. There we go. I got it. And out. All right, last one. Feet apart. We're going to take pivot off the back foot, punch with the opposite arm. What we're going to do is punch the opposite direction, I should say. Shoulder back. Keeping those shoulder blades in a straight line. Or those shoulders. Push. Bring it back. Don't let the hips turn. If you go fast, you're probably going to start turning the hips. Careful with that. Bring the heel up. Rotate and back down. Working the ankle. Working the muscles in the hip. Warming them up. Push across. Out. out. One more time each side. One there, one there. Okay, that's warmed up. We're warmed up. We're good. We're all ready to go. Weights next. Two weights. So we will again intersperse. We'll have a few strength exercises, a few movement exercises, a few more strength, more movement, and then we'll be on the floor. First one, not too bad. We're just going to start up bringing the shoulders up. That's it. A little bend in the elbows, making sure that the shoulders are right underneath the ears as you come up. You're looking right straight out in front of you. I'm looking up here. Wrong. Right straight out in front of you, keeping that chin parallel with the floor. Up and back down. That's all there is to it. Take your time when you get to the top. Squeeze up here. Hold it tight before you come back down again. You ready? Good? You good? Okay, let's go. Up. If you're not, join us when you get free, when you're all ready to do these. Down. Up. I want to feel this in the top of the shoulders, going up into the base of the neck. When you come down, bring those shoulder blades down. So you come nice and high, hold it up there, feel those muscles working in the top of the shoulders, and then back down. And now feel the shoulder blades pull down, up, squeeze. It's a nice start to weighted exercises or strength exercises, just shrugging the shoulders. Up. Two more. And down, last one, up. Squeeze it all together and bring it down. Weights racked. Try to keep them off the shoulders. When I say racked, don't just lay them on the shoulders. Hold them up. Keep the elbows bent. Keep the weights off the shoulders, but keep them right up there. We're going to go into a split squat. So we're going to be working balance heavily on this one with the weights higher up like this. And it's just down, roll the hips, and come up. That's it. That's all there is to it. Squeeze and up. If this is too much, holding the weights up high, let them go. Let them drop. But if you can, keep them up high so you have to work the core just a little bit harder. So down. Watch that front knee. Make sure it stays right over the ankle the whole time. If the knee's coming in, you're pushing up through the heel. This is not a quadriceps exercise for that front leg. It's working the back chain on the back leg. Feel it in the glutes and the hamstrings as you lift that heel. Make sure that you're on the ball of the foot and it's all the way across on the floor. Down and up. Don't put the weight right into the toes. 10 seconds left on this side. Pull it up, back down. One more after this. Roll it and up. Other side. So we're really focusing on specific muscle groups today. We're not doing a lot of combo stuff. We're just really trying to hit specific muscle groups and make sure that we can feel them where we should. So again, back leg. You're also going to feel quadriceps. Hip flexors, this front side is going to be working as well. But I want you to really focus on being able to feel these muscles back here that you squeeze as you come up and lift that heel. All right, here we go. Other side. Notice we're not going down real deep. You don't need to. For a lot of people, that range of motion just isn't there. You can't get down to the floor, and that's fine. I don't know a lot of people who can. Down and up. Usually when people are going down deep, they're doing all sorts of weight is all in the toes, all kind of stretching in the front of the leg, and that's really not what this is for. This is about working that back chain. So you take it slow. Using that back leg to lift you up. And even though you're not going super low, you should feel it by keeping those muscles contracted the whole time. One more time after this. Down, roll, and up. I'm shaking that out. I can feel it. All right, we're going to do side raises. Up and back down. Couple options for you on this one. First off, modifications. Bend the elbow, keeping the upper arms parallel with the floor. If your shoulders hurt when you go out wide, you can make your adjustments little at a time by how deep or how much of an angle you have in the elbow. You can modify just one little inch at a time. All right. The other thing that we can do is we can go into a idle in the up position if you've got lighter weights, and then it's down and up, keeping the weights parallel with the floor, or just plain old alternating sides, working the brain as well. Lots of options. You use the one you like. We've done them all, so maybe you have one that you like better than the others. You ready? Down. So this is that starting in the up position, idling there, one arm up as the other arm goes down. Take your time. Don't let gravity do the work. You slow that gravity down. Don't let it pull that hard. Work those muscles all the way down and all the way up. Make sure you're keeping your shoulder blades back as you do this too. You may feel pain in the front of the shoulders if you let your shoulders roll forward. So you want to make sure that you're keeping them back, keeping the front of that shoulder socket open as much as you can. Down and up, or you're down here, alternating. And you can switch. You can start out in that up position. Your shoulders get tired. You need to go down here. Perfect. That's what you do. You do as much as you can in the most challenging way you can. And then when it gets to be too much, you switch off. Up, up, and bring it back down. Shake that out. Quick, I'll give you a break here. What I want to show you is that the other thing. So you start up here, adjust as you go along. Oh my gosh, my arms are getting tired. Down I go, getting a little rest in here. Shoulders get warm or rested up a little bit. You can bring them back up here and do this again, or find some in between. Just always challenge yourself. You know you want to feel the shoulders working. Do what you can, that's as hard as you can, but make sure that you're doing it in a way that's safe. And we're going to go forward raises this time. Going right back to the shoulders. Sorry. Elbows, little bend in them. Wrists in. Get yourself in neutral position so that you don't pinch the front of that shoulder. And it's up and back down. So we were working the outside on that last one. Now we're working that front deltoid in this exercise. Up. Again, taking your time is important. Also, don't just let the weights rest against the legs. As you come down, you stop, and then back up again. You should feel that tension in the front of the shoulders the whole way. And you should feel as much tension as you're coming down as when you go up, maybe even a little more. Up. 10 seconds left. Exhale coming up. Take a breath in here. And then exhale slowly as you come down. You ready for the next one? So the three deltoids, front, side, one in the back. Like this, we're going to go palms back. Elbows bent just a little bit, going into a hip hinge. Arms up and back down. If that hurts your shoulder in any way, bring yourself into neutral. It's a little less stress on those muscles. You don't have that stretch going on with the rotation. So palms in, same thing. And back in, up to you, whichever one works for your body, your shoulder. And do it up. Keep those shoulder blades down. I was kind of leaning forward. This is like the triceps kickback. A little harder for me to hold up. I'm not sure why. I like to lean into that front leg. Remember, weight is from the ball of the foot to the heels on this one. Both knees are bent. Neither one is locked all the way out. Up. Five seconds left. One more time. Up. Hold it. And back down. We have just worked the muscles all the way around the shoulder blade to protect it. Weights down. Weights down. So a little bit of working out in the cardio kind of way. First one we're going to do is just a high knee march, like this, up and up. All right. Want to make it a little more challenging. Hands on the back of the head. Shoulder blades back. Nice thing about this, you squeeze those shoulder blades together. You're working the posture muscles as well as working that knee up. It's not heavy cardio. It's just being able to pick that heel up, ball of the foot, keeping yourself balanced over that stationary leg. Chin up, chest out. We're doing it. We're 5 seconds in. You can go faster if this, or if you want to do a bounce on it, that's fine. You do one that makes your heart rate go up just a little bit. Maintain your balance, maintain your posture. Knee up as much as you can get it as you're doing it. Or you're right here, opposite arm, opposite leg, whichever one works for you. 3 seconds left. And we're there. We're going to have arms up, knee up, rotate the shoulders, and back down. Like that. Around and back. Again, not big exercises. We're not going hard on these. We're getting that motion, that rotation. A lot of balance in here on that single leg with the rotation. The hard one, well, for me, around and back. Knee comes right straight up. Don't let it cross body. Make the muscles work on the outside of the leg to hold it out. 5 seconds. And you're there. Hands right back here again. Shoulders back, knee out to the side. Squeeze and in. Wacky jacks. Elbow down, knee up. Nothing has to touch. Remember that? Knee and elbow, they're just in the same plane. Or the same area, I should say even. Same region. They're to the side somewhere. Making sure those elbows, though, are coming right down along the ear and hip. Bring it up and squeeze. Nice and tight. Bring it in. And we're done with those. Back to a reverse lunge. And we're going to bring arms up as we come up. So step back. Push up through the front leg, bringing the arms up overhead. Ready? Here we go. Reverse lunge. Reverse lunge. Ball of the foot, front leg pushes up to bring you back up again. Upper and lower body. Make sure that you're bringing that leg in slow. It's about that single leg balance. But it's dynamic. We're moving as we do that. Down and up. Lift. And you're there. We're going to take 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to come across with that fourth. Instead of stepping out, we're going to bring it across. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I picked the hard ones. 2, 3. Fourth one comes up and in and back down. And then 1, 2, 3. Across. 1, 2, 3. Across. Out, 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 and in. Man, I'm having problems with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And again, this is where the work is happening. Right here, you're bringing that knee across, staying on that single leg just for a count, then down, then right back out again. 2, 3. Leg comes in, this leg comes up and over. Bit of a brain challenge. 1, 2, 3. If we keep it the other way, it's too easy. 1, 2, 3. If we just do it the way we always do it, we're not working the brain. 2, 3, and 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and across. That's it. That was it. We're going back to the weights. And I'm going to get water too. I'm going back to the well, then I'm going to the weights. Keep on moving here. Palms up, arms forward, shoulders back, chest out. Started doing this in more of my classes now. I want you to just do this rotation. Super good. Don't let the wrists move as you're coming around out to the sides and just kind of flop it around. Wrist stays straight, knuckle to the elbow. Rotation, elbows stay in next to the torso as much as you can. So what you're trying to prevent against is this as you do the rotation, doing a shoulder raise. All you want is that range of motion, bringing the hand over, plus the grip strength by keeping that wrist straight all the way around and back up. Go as far as you can, wherever that is. Little by little, as we keep doing this, you'll get farther and farther, getting more rotation, more grip strength. Out and in, nothing else moves. Shoulder blades stay back, around, and down. One more. Up, down, and we're there. How do we use that? We're doing curls. We're doing biceps curls. Palms up. Again, knuckle to the elbow, straight line, up, hold, and back down. Only thing you're really thinking about is that biceps muscles right in the front of the upper arm, contracted the entire time, not letting it rest. Here again, try really hard not to come up with this curve at the top. Make the arms work. Make those hands work. Make the arms work to hold the weights flat and back down. You are going to feel it so much more by keeping that weight parallel to the floor. You ready? More floor. Up. Shoulder blades stay back. Don't let yourself come forward. Don't let the hips move. This is real common. Using the entire body. And that is putting all kinds of stress on the back. Take your time. Stop at the top, but you still feel those biceps working. Upper arms right next to the torso. Don't let them go backward. Unless you need to. Unless you're at a point where you just can't lift them anymore, then let those elbows come back just a little bit to give yourself a little less stress being able to get those weights closer to the body. And up, hold, back down, and down. Shake that out. Feet out wide, toes pointed to the diagonals, 45s. Make sure the knees are going with it. That's the important piece on this, is that those knees are going out and not in while the feet are out. Don't let the knees collapse. Don't. Hard on that knee joint. Weights kind of dead hang here between the legs. And we're just going to push the butt back. The important piece on this is you're sitting into it. Shoulder blades are back, just like you're going to sit on a chair. Then you roll, and it's a squat. Knees come forward as the hips come underneath, and you push up through the feet and keep them flat on the floor. Toes all the way to heels, completely flat, and you're going to feel the muscles working on the inner thighs as well as coming up the glutes in the back. All right. Here we go. Knees stay out. If you can't keep the knees out, then bring the feet in closer together. Roll underneath and push. This is such a great exercise for the entire upper leg. And the glutes, of course. It's a great glute exercise, just like we were on the floor doing a glute bridge. Down, stop, roll the hips, and push up. Again, down, knees stay out, back stays straight. Really concentrate. I put my hands out because it brings my shoulder blades back. So it helps me stay in that neutral position. If I roll forward, my shoulders go with it. Up. Feel the work through the legs when you really concentrate on making sure that the feet are flat. Because what wants to happen is as you're coming up, knees want to come in, you roll into the inside of the foot. Keep that weight on the outside of the foot as much as the inside. Oh, we're done. I should just stop. I should stop talking and stop the exercise. Next. Go out wide, palms forward. Right here. Got it? Knees bent just a little bit. Shoulder blades are back, making sure you're here. You can bring the weights up overhead. You're going to go just a little bit in front of the head. What you're preventing against is this, where it starts to get to be too much. We roll back in and we get the chest involved to get the weights up there. We don't want that. We want just the shoulders. So you want to stay in that neutral position, keeping the chest forward. Palms forward too if you can. So my wrists were back here because it is so much easier. Here, I have to work so much harder through the fingers when I bring the wrists up so that the knuckles and the elbow are in alignment. Grip strength is worked so much harder. And we can start. Take your time, elbows out, parallel with the floor, and then back up again. This is one of those, if that hurts, bring it into neutral and push it up. Putting that shoulder in neutral, taking some of that stretch that you have here out of the front of the shoulder. A little less strain on the shoulder that way. Up. 10 seconds left. And back down. Hold it, hold it. Squeeze those shoulder blades together when you come down. We can get some upper back in there. It's okay. One more time. Up, over the top, and back down, down, and down, out wide, out wide. Lateral lunges, but just a weight shift. So it's down. Now we keep one leg stays straight with just a tiny bit of bend, never locking the knee all the way out. This one's kind of hard. That knee wants to go backward. It just absolutely wants to. Work the muscles to hold it in place. Don't let it go there. All it's doing is going where it's easiest for it. You want to make sure that you protect that knee joint by keeping a little bend in it and working the muscles as well to hold the knee right there, not letting it go where it wants to go. All right, ready? Down. Path of least resistance, always. Back is what happens. We have to guard against that. Down, but back. Push up through the heel on that lead leg, or on that bent leg, sorry, and making sure that the heel down on the floor all the way to the ball of the foot and it stays flat. That's really important. Down. On the side. Take your time with this. Get that butt back. Weights don't go below the knee. And what really works most on this is if you keep the knee on that bent leg over the ankle as much as you can, coming back up. Chest stays out. You don't have to go wide. You don't have to go really deep. What you really want is push that butt out as far as you can. Because when you hold that leg in place right there and all you do is a hip thrust, you can feel it in the back of that moving leg. One more time each side. Out and up. Last one. And we're there. We have to hit the triceps and the upper back. That's all that's left. In, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hold it, extend, in, and back out again. Again, here's what I do. Here's what's real common for me is when I extend out, I kind of either roll the elbow or roll the wrists out, or I kind of do this with them, making it so much easier. If I hold the wrists in all the way on this, out, in, so that those knuckles are pointing right straight out away from me, I get so much more work out of this. All right, ready? And I stress that all the time. Let's go. Because it's so different. That little bit of movement has made such a difference in being able to hit the muscle groups that I'm looking for. It's just such a little thing, but it has such big impact. Out, in, not using any more weight. You're just keeping your body in neutral, plus strengthening up the muscles that will keep you there, even when you're not thinking about it. In, shoulder blades back as tight as you can get them. Out, in, and push. 10 seconds left. Last one. In, shoulders back, squeeze them, hold them there. Back in the kickback, hold it for a second. Come back nice and slow. And extend. Weights down. You don't need the mat yet. Why? Because we have some movement. We have some movement to do. Short set here. That's what I'm trying to say, and I'm having no luck at all. 3 steps forward, so we're going to go single leg again. It's 1, 2, 3, knee up, hold, and then back, 2, 3, knee up and hold. Backward and stopping like that is really hard, which is really important. The fact that it is hard, it shouldn't be. It should be the same as going forward and coming back, but we don't come back as often. We don't stop going backward, and we need to be able to do that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, full stop. Back, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and up. Back, 2, 3, and up. So it gets easier after the first couple. 1, 2, 3, but it's a full stop. No muscle is moving. That's the important piece. Stationary leg, you've got a little bend in the knee. 1, 2. It's getting so much easier, isn't it? 1. Why am I still bobbling then? 2, 3, and up. Back, 2, 3, up. So you don't have to do this fast. Just move, but you're done. Side to side, same thing. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, up. We're going to try to, and up. So I have a lot harder time if I bring that leg right straight up. So if I go 1, 2, 3, and bring that leg across, that's easier for me than doing a 1, 2, sorry, try that again. 1, 2, 3, straight up. My body wants to continue to go. So that adds a little more to the brain. It makes the muscles work differently. Give it a shot. See what you think. You can do what you like. 1, 2, 3, and up. Back, 2, 3, and up. Switch it up, one of those, and then go like this. See what you think of the difference in them. Just notice it. Every time you're doing your exercise, you should be looking at, how does it feel if I do it this way? Can I make it a little more challenging without losing form? Getting those obliques involved, the back in that rotation, inner thighs. We're so used to that momentum going sideways and continuing dead stop coming across. We do that all the time, but lifting it right straight up, we don't. So I'm looking for is ways to change the exercise just a little bit. So again, we get that full density in the muscle, not just doing the same thing. Muscle memory needs to be taught all directions. 3, up, 2, 3, and up. 2. One last time. Like that we are. We're done. We need to get to the mat. Get your mats out. On the floor we go. Quadrupeds. Quadruped. Mat out. If you need something underneath your knees for getting on all fours, find something. I know a lot of people, and I never thought of this until I started teaching classes where they roll the mat up and put it under their knees there. I'm sure all of you know it. It's just, I didn't. Back up. Slow that way. All right, first thing you want to do is let's go into a cat-cow. So you want to get that back up. Oh, that feels good. That's a great stretch. And then drop it down. Find the ends of range of motion up. Rolling that back up so that you can find the middle. Right there. Get a little bit of bend in the elbows. Wrists are underneath the shoulders. Starting there. Extend out the left leg. Start with that. Check, make sure on that knee that's on the underneath the hip, that it is underneath the hip, that you're not rolling out to the side either way. We're going to do is just little lift of that leg and back down again. So we're going to be doing more, but I just want you to get this first. Make sure that you're not twisting as you bring that leg up and back down. If you can't lift the leg without twisting, bend the knee and bring the foot closer to the body. Lever length is always a great modification. Yeah, what we're going to do is a rainbow tap. So out to the side, tap the toe, up, and here's the hard part. When you bring it back around, not rolling the hips, make the muscles on the inside of the leg do the work, and the hip stays straight. So you've got that rotation over and back. Ready, and go. Up, tap. So you don't have to go high. It's just take your time. Feel the hips working, inside of the hips, inside of the thighs, outside of the hips, as well as the hamstrings, back of the thighs, and the glutes to lift that leg all around the hip, working on this one to get you through it. Over and back. Bring that leg in, give it a rest. Find your center again. Go down, go up, and then stop in the middle. Extend out the right leg. Make sure the wrists are still underneath the elbows, underneath the shoulders, and a little bend in the elbows. And just start out lifting that leg up just a little bit. Get a feel for it. Make sure you're keeping your alignment. Find that spot where you can do it if you have to bend the knee a little bit. Then once you've got that down, then you can start doing the out to the side, up, and over. You don't have to go wide. You don't have to go high. Just lift that leg up. You're preventing from twisting the hips, and that is working into the core. So as much as we're working all those other muscles, the leg, the hip, we're also working the core to keep the hips straight to the floor. Square with the floor, parallel. Again, taking your time, tap, up, and back. I like this exercise. This is one of my favorites. Over and back. Last one. And back. Let's get you off your knees. On your side. I just like doing that exercise, so you had to do it this morning. All right. First thing we're going to do is just lift that leg up. Donkey kicks is bring the leg back, squeeze, and in. So we could have done this on all fours. This is just another way to do it. If you have any problems with the knees or the wrists being in that quadruped, all you're doing, bending the knee at a 90 degrees. Lower leg, if you've got it bent, got that lower leg bent, knee forward, heel back, that just gives you a little added protection from not leaning back as you go. You can push into that foot, lean into that knee a little bit as you kick that back. Keeping the knee bent, lower leg parallel with the floor. When you're here, you should feel the muscles working through the glutes, through the hamstrings, and stretching in the front half of the leg. Make it more challenging. You take that bottom leg and you extend it out. Let's go back this way. You extend that bottom leg out. Now you're having to use the core to protect you from rolling backward. So you've got that hip bone right on the ground. Knees at 90. Drive back with the heel and up. You're going to feel this on the outside of the hip as well because you're keeping that knee up or that leg up the whole time. Out, squeeze, and back in one more time. And in, leg extended. So with the head, you can go up on the hand if you want, or down, laying down here, that's fine. Just make sure the neck stays straight, especially when you go up into the hand on the head. Have a tendency to just drop the shoulders down and put all that stress on the neck. Keep the neck straight line. Top leg extended, bottom leg, again, bent. Gives you a little more ability to use that leg to hold your balance. Otherwise, you put them both out or anywhere in between that. The farther out the foot goes, the less you have front and back, the more the core has to work. So we're just going to take toe forward. First thing, just lift the heel first, letting the feet, the bottom or the top leg, the toes stay on the floor, and then lift. Making sure you're not leaning forward and that the foot is in the same plane as the torso. It's a straight line all the way down. You're still in neutral. We don't lose that. If you're doing this right, you should feel it in the medial glutes, the muscles right on the outside of the butt, on the side. Keep that toe down. You want to feel like the heel is leading. And usually what it is when I look in the monitor is that the foot is parallel with the floor. I think I've got the heel way up and it's doing all the work, and it's not. But I'm just making sure those muscles are working in the back chain there to bring that heel out. That helps with alignment when we're walking, when we strengthen those muscles up in the right alignment. Okay, bottom leg, bring that top leg up or wherever's right for you. A lot of people go back with it. It's a little easier that way. It doesn't take quite as much stretch. The important thing here is that you have some sort of a brace underneath you when you lift that lower leg. And back down. So up and down. Again, try both ways. See which one works for you. Just don't let your hips twist. So find the way that you can keep that hip bone right into the mat. Again, leading with the heel or feels like it. Leg is right straight down from the rest of the body. All the work is in that inner thigh. Doing the lifting. I put the leg out front because it gives me a little more stretch through the hip. Down, up, nice and slow. Hold it in the up position just for a count. Knee stays bent just a little bit. Last one. And down. We are going to do a up on the elbow. Sorry. We're just going to take and reach down a little bit. It's not very far. All you want to do is contract these muscles. It's a really small move. When you're up on the elbow with the shoulder up, you're keeping a straight line down the side from the hip all the way up to the armpit. You just tighten those muscles up. That's all you have to do. This is such a small move as opposed to being down here and coming up. There's a whole lot of room for rolling back and forth, which hurts the lower back. Right here, you're just reaching right to the toes, right to the foot, and roll that shoulder blade down. Pull it down toward the hips. Keeping the neck in a straight line. If I cue it and I'm smiling, that means I'm doing it wrong. For anybody who saw that? Again, up. Hip tuck. You're still bringing that hip forward. That pelvic tilt, roll it up at the same time. You bring the shoulder blades down. You're going to feel it all the way across and then up the side. Other side. Same set. Bottom leg wherever you want it. Top leg, knee at 90. Pushing the heel back. Squeeze and up. Again, the work is in the glutes and the hamstring, the back chain of that top leg. Also the outside of the hip, which is holding that leg up. Try to keep the leg parallel with the floor instead of heel up, which happens a lot. You just want to make sure that you're keeping that alignment so that it's a straight line all the way down the side of the leg. Back. Push the heel back. Feel the muscles working in the glutes. Don't lean forward or back. Up. Push back. And up. Out. and in. So we get into the lower back a little bit with this one too. We're working the muscles all the way from middle of the thigh all the way up into the middle of the lower back. And one more time. And leg up. So I cued this from the first one, leg extended. If that doesn't work for you, don't extend the leg. Don't put it all the way out. Put a little bend in it and then do the lift to the side and back down. It's really important that leading with that heel just a little bit. And when I lead with the heel, not above the knee, but above the toe is what you're shooting for. The heel and the knee should be in the same plane, all the way up, all the way down. And then how much you go out, how much you extend that leg is really up to you. That's where your modification comes from. Always make sure that you keep a little bend in that knee, though. One more time. And in, bottom leg extended, top leg wherever it feels right, back, forward. Just make sure that if you put it behind you, don't let the hips roll back. If you can put it in front, don't roll into it. The idea of using this as a brace leg is to keep you right on that hip bone. First thing you want to do is make sure the foot's flat on the floor and then lift. Again, legs aligned all the way down. Heel up to the hip stays in a straight line. Knees bent however much you need it to be. Need it to be. That was good. One more time. And back down. Come on up on the elbow. Up underneath. If you have problems with being on the elbow, you can go down here and do it this way instead. Up to you. Whichever one you like. Up on the elbow, what that does is that works the lower side at the same time. Instead of just putting it against the floor to hold it in place, you need to work these muscles on the lower side to keep that hip up as you do this and roll that shoulder blade down. So you don't just let the torso fall down. So you've got this little sag in the middle. Keep it in a straight line, armpit to hip bone. Pelvic tilt. It's amazing how much you get out of just that little tiny move. I think so. But I'm kind of a geek that way. We should be done because we have got to move on. All right, up we go. Seated position. Could have just switched legs, but I turned around instead. Hand on the outside of the hip. Thigh. Shoulder blade back, kickstand. Chest out, chin up. Roll it. If you want to get a little more hip involved, what you can do is move that bent leg over the other leg and then do the rotation with the shoulders back. Don't rotate anywhere near as far, but you'll feel more of a stretch to that hip. But it's whatever's right for you. That one's a little harder. Also puts a little more stress on the lower back, so you got to be really careful with it. But if you're looking for that, my preference is the legs crossed into a hip hinge for the outside of the hips. It's the safest one I've found. Up we go with our minute and a half left. One thing that Google Meet does now that we're on that instead of Zoom this year, Google Meet gives me a sound when my time is up, which is good for me. Feet crossed, hip hinge, knees bent, butt back. Because all those exercises we did on the floor, that was all upper leg, hip, lower abs. And up, other side, same thing. Chair if you need it, wall, whatever you need. Hands on the thighs. It's all about the butt going back, though, feeling it on the stretch on the outside of the back leg. And back up again, shake that out. Fingers intertwined. Quick here, pushing the palms toward the ceiling. Side bend. Stretch through the upper body, the lower body. Get it all here as much as we can. Keep those fingers intertwined, palms out as much as you can. Get that stretch through the fingers, through the wrists, and through the arms. Such a great stretch for the whole arm, fingertip to shoulder, and bring it down. Shake it out, fingers right straight, or arms out front. Roll the shoulders out. Deep breath in, stretching out the upper back. And release 2 times. Down. Roll the hips underneath. Deep breath in. Stomach out. Exhale. 1 more time. Up over the top. And exhale, bring the arms down. Thank you guys for being here. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Have nice weather this weekend because I'm going to be up in Milwaukee this weekend. So make sure that the weather is fantastic for me. Thank you guys.